I have terrible news, Commander. Professor Einstein has been captured. We believe Yuri plans to force him to help improve the Psychic Dominator technology.
With the Professor's help, Yuri could finish the Psychic Dominator network even sooner. We cannot let that happen!
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by. Incoming transmission. We've tracked the Professor to a secret base here in Egypt. You'll have to construct your own base. Special Agent Tanya will be available to assist you with the Professor's rescue. He's being held in a secret base near the large pyramid. There are oil fields to the east. Our new tank destroyers can easily cut through Yuri's forces here. Good luck. The German tank destroyer was designed to punch through vehicle armor. It's effective against enemy tanks, but it does very little damage to buildings. Incoming transmission.
Help me across the river, Commander, and I'll make your life a whole lot easier. Snatch the good doctor from Yuri's goons, and be out of there before they even know what hit him.
New construction options.
No fear, Tanya's here.
Battle control online.
Hello everyone, this is Lee, Time with 5 Random Guys, and welcome back to the next mission of Yuri's Revenge Allied Campaign. So yes, they have brought the tank destroyer. Even though it was in the last game, well, it was available for the scrimmage modes in the Red Alert 2. They've actually are using it in a mission for this one, so there's really no differences between it and the tank destroyer in Red Alert 2, but just in case you guys didn't see that bonus video, it's very destructive. It will tear through tanks really easily, as you saw in the opening part of this mission. When she was describing it, it destroyed a tank in 2 hits. It is just as powerful on sea-going ships if they're close enough to the shore.
New construction options. Sir, this is the Robot Control Center. With it, you can command our new robot tanks. A fast attack anti-armor robot. Structure garrisoned.
Yes, they also introduced a new structure in this. It's the Robot Control Center. It actually, I don't really like it too much, mainly because I have to build one in order to build these tanks, these special tanks.
New construction options. This is our new robot tank. Since it has no driver, it can't be mind-controlled by Yuri. Its only weakness is that it's linked to the Robot Control Center.
Yes, sir.
If the center goes down, all robot tanks are inoperable. Unit lost.
That's the main reason why I don't like it, because I have to have that building in order to make these, or in order to use these tanks. Now, of course, I have to have it in order to make it too, but if I already have a bunch of these units and that building goes down or I lose power, they're useless. They're completely useless. The other drawback is that the units, they're not that much powerful than a regular tank. And their armor isn't the best either, so I tend not to use them too much. I'm going to use them in this one just to show them off. They are useful in the fact that they cannot be mind controlled, and so if you get a nice large army of them, you can use them. And another thing about the tank that the lieutenant doesn't mention is that they can go over water. Or they hover, as you can see there, but it is but they have the ability to go over water. So pretty much in this mission, I'm having to defend my base, and I've edited out all the lieutenant giving me the notices telling me, sir, we must save Einstein. We must save Einstein. It is important that we save Einstein. Yes, I get it. That's part of the mission. You don't have to tell me 500 times. There's no real benefit for getting him to saving him early in the mission, and there's no real negativity for doing it at the end of the mission or anything like that. On the same concept, once I run low on funds, she'll start telling me about the oil fields to the east. We must acquire these oil fields. We must acquire. It's a really annoying mission for that fact, and I've had to listen to it when I recorded it. I'm not gonna let you guys hear it because it's just annoying. You guys heard it at the very beginning that these were our objectives. There is now the oil fields is not a main objective. You don't have to do it. You don't have to capture them in order for you to complete the mission. It does help though, because there's only a few patches in this area, and they go pretty quickly. And as you can see, my ore miners are already going to the next patch, and even with the ore purifier, it's not enough. I'm running low. I'm two miners going, and ore purifier, and it's gems that are in that area, and it's not enough. Once you get the oil refineries, it does help a lot, but by the time I get to them, I've already gotten everything together. I mainly capture that area so I have a nice defensive area to put my power plants, or more power plants. Also, I block that area for other units to try and get through. Now, as you can see, the units are coming from all sides. They're constantly transporting units over the river. So, and you see really quickly that I've garrisoned one of the pyramids. You can garrison any of the pyramids that are in the area. There's like 4 or 5 actually, including the giant one. You can garrison any of the pyramids, and it helps. Well, especially for this one right in front of my base, it does help prevent units from deploying units right there on the shore. My main issue has been, for the most part, is the Yuris that come up. They take control of my tank destroyers, and my tank destroyers start shooting them, shooting their own men. Granted, they are mind controlled, so they don't know any better. So that's why I'm down to 2 already. Now, as you can see right now, I'm actually starting to prepare to go capture the oil field. So, my strategy with this, I was keeping it a minimum. You see, I constructed 2 tank destroyers. I am also constructing 2 IFVs, and I've trained 2 snipers. This is something that you could do in the last mission, and instead of putting the general GIs in, the IFVs in the last mission, I could have put snipers in them, and pretty much get the same results. The snipers help get rid of the Yuris, as well as their other infantry units, and being in an IFV helps protect them. Now, and the tank destroyers are, well, obviously for the tanks. Now, I decide that I'm going to use the 2 tank destroyers that I had completely leveled up and transform them over there with the IFV snipers and just leave the other ones here. But I do run into a problem here.
Unit lost.
Wait. Looks like I'm out of commission for a while, Commander. Finish what we started. I'm down, but I'm not out. Let's go.
They like to use more cutscenes in the middle of the missions this time around, but this is one of those that you might not ever see in this campaign, and if you do it properly. Unfortunately, I failed in this. Unlike the last game, where any mission that Tanya was in, if she died, you failed. This one, you have one grace. So, like I said on the first mission, I could have lost her, and then would play that transmission.
Sir, the oil field is ours. Use engineers to take over the oil derricks.
Need a lift.
She could have gotten her in the first mission and would have played that same cutscene. But regardless of which mission it happens, if she ever gets hurt once in this run of the campaign, it gives you one grace. After that, it's over. There's no more grace in that. So, in a future mission, I know she does come back. Even if you lost her in the first mission, she'll come back in this one. But if you lost her in the first mission and you lose her again in this one, you fail. That's end of story. And I think they actually, I don't quite remember because I haven't recorded anything since this mission, but I think they actually start adding "Do not let Tanya die." But I don't remember any of the other missions yet. Yeah, I've been recording these two at a time, so. Anyways, as you can see, I'm actually putting up some defenses right there, because they decided they were gonna do the attack from behind scenario and deploy their units on the other side of the bridge between my base and the oil fields, and send them in the oil fields. So, and I'm putting some prism towers right there at the edge of the water, thinking I might be able to get the transport as it's going by. I don't really know if I got any of them besides them coming back, because I wasn't paying attention at that time. Pretty much right now it's defended. This area is defended. So now I'm just gonna work on trying to get Einstein. Yeah, I have the snipers and the tank destroyers by the bridge, so nothing can come over that bridge from their main base. Which is kind of interesting on its own that I mentioned the main base, because you can see it now, thanks to the spy satellite, but they mention it later, and that's pretty interesting on its own. So yeah, as I'm building my units here, I guess I can talk about something else. Quick update. Yesterday I mentioned, in the last mission, I mentioned about Paxies, and we were having struggles. Well, it got worse even today. We were gonna try to get have someone help us out and pay for the rest of the tickets. We pay them back. However, Inu's car insurance, I think it was his car insurance, he said, decided, we're going to take this amount of money out of your account this month for your insurance. And he's like, fuck. So he had to cancel his ticket, so we're not going to go. Nah, it's plain and simple. There's no way for us to get all 3 days now. Especially since Saturday has been sold out. So he's he's canceled it. He had to do it in a weird way, having to go through the bank saying, "Hey, prevent this from going through," and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go to PAX East this year. We don't know what we're going to do yet. Inu's been talking about either going on a camping trip, which is something I haven't done in a while, and I would love to go. So you guys might not hear from us for sometime down the road. We'll be gone for a week, but I'll let you guys know about that. Either that or we go to Las Vegas. That's his other choice now. I don't know about that. It'd be cool to go. It's 7 hours away from my father, so I can actually go visit him if we go out to Las Vegas, and it'd be pretty interesting to go do. The third option, which we haven't really talked about, is going to PAX Prime. Which I don't think it's gonna happen after. We're probably gonna go to Las Vegas. Anyways, back to the game.
Commander, beware of Yuri's psychic tower. If units get too close to it, they become mindless slaves to Yuri. Destroying the tower or cutting its power will free up any controlled units.
Yes, I've been deliberately not saying anything about these towers, even though you guys probably have seen them this whole mission and be like, what in the world are those? Yeah, it's mainly because she mentions them. Now, one thing she doesn't mention is that it can only control up to 3 units, and it has the same psychic capabilities as a Yuri clone, meaning it can only mind control infantry units and tanks. And ships, I think, but no airborne units in
Well done, sir. You've rescued Einstein. Transportation is en route to take it to safety.
Commander, you will be pleased to know that my work for the enemy was not totally without some benefit. I have sabotaged the Psychic Dominator. Yeah, you can use it against Yuri's forces. However, it will most likely blow up after the first time you use it. Espionage, you see, it is not my vocation.
Commander, apparently the base guarding the Psychic Dominator is only a secondary installation. Yuri has another massive base to the east. You need to level it. Our base is under attack.
Yes, I've already seen the base. You didn't have to mention it to me again. I've already seen it. Anyways, we gain control of one of the Psychic Dominators, the Psychic Dominator in this area. We can use it one time.
Select target.
By the time it recharges...
B1.
Unit lost.
Yes, that's basically what it does. It does destroy buildings, and it also takes control of some of the units, which I didn't really care about the units too much because they were gonna die anyways. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, you pretty much only have one use out of it, because by the time it recharges, it detonates, and I'm not too sure if it detonates right away, if it's already gone past. But yeah, this is the longest stretch of the mission. Me trying to finish off this base. Now I could probably have gone in and destroy everything. I kind of did that with the droids. My main goal with them was to get in and to take out their construction yard, so I can take out everything else without them rebuilding. So now my next goal is to start taking out their power plants, which is a long, drawn-out process. I could probably have done it a lot more efficiently if I if I did that and had a whole bunch of prism tanks or other units. to go in and do the attacks. Now, as you can see, there 3 of them did get captured. I knew it was going to happen, but I wanted to destroy as much of the power plants as I could, and I did pretty good. I think 2 more power plants, and they will lose power, and I pretty much can go in and wipe them out. So yeah, I've effectively run out of things to talk about. I probably should have sped this up even more. Because even looking, I'm even looking at the timeline on the editing program. It's a long gap. But yeah, I do send in more units. I've pretty much wiped out all their power, but I don't. They have a couple of fully ranked units in there now, so they pretty much destroyed my Prism tanks pretty quickly. It's kind of nuts. I could probably have gone in with the units that I have now, especially with the snipers, the sniper IFVs. They would wipe out all of those infantry units pretty easily. But I pretty much have this one. Yeah, right here is when they sell everything and they start leaving. Now, unfortunately, they had a lot of units going through, so they wiped out my my units pretty quickly. At least the IFVs. But yeah, the only things that are left are the slave miners, which, like any AI,
Mission accomplished.
they lose most
Unit
of their base,
lost.
they just sell everything and send all their units towards me, so they came to me to die. But there you go, that's the end of the mission, and yes, it took me a lot longer than the part-time, and mainly because I kind of built up my base first before I went to save Einstein. Anyways, that's it with this mission. I think there's 3 more missions left after this, so again, this is a lot shorter than Red Alert 2, but it's also gonna get more tougher. And there's still one mission that I know of that's really difficult, at least for this campaign. And we'll get to it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And I'll check you guys out next time. See ya.